Okay, everyone, let's get started with our LBO modeling. This is the part where many of you were waiting for, and I know I'm personally very excited for it. So with that, let's just get on the same page. Everyone take a second to download the model templates that I sent you in the Google Drive link. And so we'll be going through a couple of models. In particular, I would love to get you started on the two basic 1 hour LBOs that we have going. Hopefully, we'll be able to make it through two of them. And we're going to go through some of the difficulties that you'll be able to see in this level of LBO, as well as some of the things that we aren't covering in this level, but can be added in more complex modeling tests. So we'll tell you what we are doing, and then we'll tell you some of the things that could show up so that you're prepared to follow. And so there's a lot of materials on this, but before we get into Excel, I just wanted to launch a quick poll to get a pulse for how the group is doing. So please take a second, check your chat, and complete the midpoint check-in. Tell me a little bit about how the pacing's going, and anything that you want to spend more or less time on going forward. I tried to make that a short answer text question. If that's not working, please just add it in the chat. That way I can speed up, slow down, or change things as we go. By the way, is the short answer thing working? I've never tried that in Zoom.
Yeah, the short answer is working.
Okay, awesome. I'll check that once we end the poll. But for now, I'm going to start pulling up the Excel while you all get that going. Okay, great. So I'm going to switch my screen share. Hopefully you were able to get the Excel pulled open, and it should look something like this. We'll go to the prompt screen. And with that, it looks like most of you have been able to answer the poll. If I cut you off while you're trying to do it, please just send me a DM, but I'm going to end that now so we can look at some of the results. It looks like the pacing is pretty good, maybe a little bit fast. So we can potentially cover some of these things in a little bit more detail. And then in terms of the outcomes and the short answer, let me just get that pulled open as well. Unfortunately, Zoom doesn't make it a great user interface, but it looks like, what did we say? More on LBO modeling. We want to cover the MOIC and IRR. We'll definitely go through that. And then someone was asking about growth equity versus LBOs. Just to answer that one directly, this is mostly going to be LBOs, but the principles are broadly the same for growth equity. It's just a different ownership percentage. Okay, and then Gaz, you wanted to go through some of the reasoning behind the terms. That makes sense. Stop me at any point where there's a term that you want to know the reasoning for. Help me out with that, please. And then Chetan wanted to go through the LBO.